Picture the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, missing Earth by a hair. No firestorm, no global winter, no reset. The dinosaurs don't die out. They keep evolving for another 66 million years, right up to today. Welcome to Paradox Lab, and here's what Earth would actually look like if the asteroid never killed the dinosaurs. 66 million years ago, a mountain-sized rock was supposed to slam into the Gulf of Mexico and rip the top off the food chain. In our timeline, it ends an era. But in this one, it slips past the planet by a few thousand kilometers, and Earth just keeps going like nothing happened. So what rules the world now? Most people say dinosaurs, obviously, and stop there. But evolution doesn't freeze. It keeps rewriting the winners, and the planet keeps changing the rules. Even without the asteroid, Earth wouldn't stay in that warm, steamy late Cretaceous forever. Continents keep drifting, mountains rise, sea levels swing, ice ages arrive, forests expand, then collapse, deserts spread. The climate runs its own brutal experiments. And that means the dinosaurs don't just remain. They adapt, diversify, and in some cases become even more extreme. The first thing to understand is this: dinosaurs weren't one thing. They were an entire empire of designs. Some were built like tanks, some like sprinters, some like cranes, some like living cranes with knives attached. Over millions of years, the winners tend to be the flexible ones, the creatures that can eat more than one kind of food, survive in more than one climate, and reproduce fast enough to recover after bad years. So yes, the big names could survive, but they wouldn't look exactly like the museum versions. Tyrannosaur descendants might become lighter, faster, more efficient hunters. Imagine a predator that's less lumbering monster and more elite athlete, built for bursts of speed, endurance, and precision, with senses tuned to movement and heat. Not constantly roaring, not smashing everything, just hunting with terrifying efficiency. But then the real plot twist appears in the sky, because birds are dinosaurs. Birds were already thriving before the asteroid. In our timeline, they survive the extinction and explode into thousands of forms. In the no-asteroid world, they still evolve, but now they're evolving alongside huge non-bird dinosaurs that never vanish. That creates an arms race that lasts tens of millions of years. Faster prey, smarter predators, better camouflage, more extreme body plans, new strategies. And that's how you get something that feels unreal. Predatory birds that stop being birds in the cute sense and start becoming apex predators again. In our world, terror birds appeared later, dominating parts of South America as giant, flightless hunters. In this alternate timeline, you could see similar terror bird lineages evolve earlier and spread wider, because the conditions for them exist everywhere: open plains, fast prey, and constant competition. Picture an animal taller than a human, sprinting on powerful legs, eyes locked forward, with a skull built like a hatchet. Not a movie monster, a real predator shaped by millions of years of selection. A dinosaur in the purest sense, just wearing feathers. And reptiles don't stay the same either. Crocodilians in the Cretaceous were far more diverse than today's crocodiles and alligators. Some were fast land hunters. Some were heavily armored. Some had strange teeth and snouts adapted for different diets. Without the asteroid wiping out lineages, crocodile relatives could keep experimenting, evolving into new mega-reptiles that compete directly with dinosaurs in certain regions. So instead of mammals taking over every role after the extinction, you get a world where the big slots stay crowded. Dinosaur predators, dinosaur herbivores, giant birds, mega-reptiles, and the oceans still ruled by reptilian giants in many places. Which brings us to mammals, and this is where people usually get it wrong. Mammals don't disappear in this timeline. They were already here, small, clever, adaptable. But in our timeline, mammals exploded because the asteroid cleared the board. The throne became empty. In this timeline, the throne never fully empties, so mammals don't become the default rulers of land. Instead, they become specialists. They dominate the margins, the night, the underground, dense forests, cold regions, cliffs, islands, anywhere the giant dinosaurs and mega-reptiles can't easily control. They get smarter, faster, stealthier. They evolve into weird, niche-perfect forms. You might still get big mammals in some places, especially when climates shift and certain dinosaurs struggle. But you probably don't get a mammal-dominated planet like ours, because the top of the food chain is still packed with dinosaur lineages that never got erased. And then we hit the question everyone really cares about. Would humans exist? The honest answer is, the odds drop massively. Not because dinosaurs would eat us, but because our entire story depended on a chain reaction. Mammals became dominant, primates expanded, apes diversified, and one lineage of tool-using humans emerged. If mammals never inherit the world, primates might never get the same opportunities. The ecosystems and pressures that shaped our ancestors might not exist in the same way. Could intelligence still evolve? Yes, but it might not look like us at all. Birds already show high intelligence today. Corvids, parrots, birds that use tools and solve puzzles. Give that kind of brain tens of millions more years under constant selection pressure, and you could get creatures with frighteningly advanced problem solving. Not talking dinosaurs, but animals that hunt smarter, coordinate better, and learn faster than anything we see today. Now, picture the modern day in this alternate Earth. The continents look familiar, but the wildlife is alien. North America could have vast grasslands shaped by dinosaur herds instead of bison. Huge herbivores migrating like living weather systems, tearing through forests and flattening paths. Predators that aren't lions or wolves, but feathered, fast, and built like living weapons. South America might still be a land of giant predatory birds, reptiles, and region-specific dinosaur lineages. A continent where the apex predators look like nightmares from an artist who refused to follow our timeline. Africa might have mega herbivores that replace elephants, not with trunks, but with armor, crests, horns, and long necks. Entire landscapes sculpted by dinosaur grazers the same way elephants sculpt savannas now. And the oceans? If you remove the asteroid, you remove the sudden collapse that ended so many marine reptiles. You could see descendants of mosasaurs evolving into new roles, replacing whales as the kings of deep water, some becoming fast, open ocean hunters, others becoming huge ambush predators along warm coastlines. And above it all, the sky could be crowded with giant soaring birds, and maybe even pterosaur-like shapes if any lineages survive long enough to adapt into new ecological roles. But here's the final twist. Even without the asteroid, Earth is not gentle. Extinctions still happen. The planet still flips the table, just slower in different ways. Ice ages could crush warm-adapted giants, Volcanic eras could poison ecosystems. Sea level drops could erase shallow seas. Disease could sweep through dominant groups. So the real answer isn't dinosaurs rule forever. It's the world stays brutal, competitive, and unpredictable, and the rulers keep changing, but they change around a core truth. The asteroid didn't invent extinction, it just delivered the fastest reset imaginable. And without that reset, the uncomfortable reality is this: our civilization wasn't destiny, it was an opening, a cosmic accident that cleared the stage long enough for mammals to rise, for primates to dream, and for humans to exist. So if that asteroid missed, maybe no one would be here to dig up fossils. Maybe no one would name dinosaurs. There would just be a living planet, full of rulers that never fell, and a world that never learned what after the dinosaurs even meant.